Alright guys, I just gotta show you something real quick I came across. I've searched these terms like crazy, YouTube, internet. I cannot find this at all, but these are just coming out today. These videos are just showing up on TikTok. Something happened in Argentina, Chile, something. Not really sure, it's hard to figure out, but check this out. Alright guys, so I want to do an update because I took a little bit of time to look into some things, and it would appear that we have what we thought, a corrupt government, but unfortunately I've found more than just the cars burning. So we're going to look at a couple things here. This individual, El Hijo de Gandalf, he's got a few videos and they're interesting, and unfortunately because of the language barrier I had to use Google Translate, but anyone who knows a little bit of Spanish, it doesn't take a much. ¿Dónde están los niños y niñas? That I understand. I don't know exactly what's going on, but they're asking where the children are, and here's the Google. Where are the boys and girls who were in the Puentes de Amor home in San Rafael? So this town, this guy's page only has a few videos, and it's dedicated to the corruption in this town. And from the video of that fire you saw, and this, we have some problems going on.
En el hogar Puentes de Amor de San Rafael Mendoza. Este es Curto Tos en el joven prodigio distinguido como uno de los 10 jóvenes sobresalientes de Argentina. Con su asociación Fuerza Activa quiso fundar un hogar de niños y adolescentes. Hizo un convenio con el gobierno de Mendoza y abrió el hogar Puentes de Amor. Pero cuando recibió los niños procedentes de otros...
Alright. So, I think we get the picture. We, despite the language barrier, should be able to tell what's going on here. We have a town that's clearly got some elite and some corrupt politicians in it. So, missing children. Okay, we had that fire. I don't know what exactly this is.
En Mendoza con los saqueos.
We're gonna turn that down. Actually, I'm gonna turn it back up here in a second, but check this out.
Son todos falsos, maliciosos y cobardes.
Mientras el gobernador negaba la situación. Esto pasaba al mismo tiempo en Tunuyán. No hay que atemorizar a la población ni difundir información falsa.
Los cartelitos de esos cuestan casi 10.000. Uy, está lleno, vamos y sigue sumando, mamita, qué cantidad de carteles. Además, muy peligroso, ahí llegamos al centro de la ciudad, hay por 4, uy, sí, la verdad que hay un montón, hay por 2, por 3. Mamita, voy ya lo llevamos por ruta 40 y seguimos encontrando carteles de conejo por todos lados. Qué manera de gastar guita. Imagínate lo que podríamos...
Alright, so the point here being that they have the lowest paid teachers and police officers and workers, but they can spend all that money for those politicians, right? All those signs and everything. So there's that. Alright, so now with this one, what I found out, and I can't confirm the number, but I found someone in there saying about 26,000 cars. The point with this was that they were stealing parts from these cars. Now, I don't know if this is like a proper impound law or if they hid them here, but the government, for whatever reason, probably impound through it without proper papers. You know, people don't have their insurance or whatever. They take the cars, but then they steal from the cars. So there's a woman who walks up to her car and shows you all the parts that were missing before the fire. So she's walking around her car realizing that the government's taking rubber, they're taking electrical systems, taking like the speakers. She'll peek into her car and show you the speakers missing in the back. Right there. So they're stealing things. And I guess they were getting found out, so their thought process was, whoops, what cars? What theft? Nope, they actually got damaged in a fire. We didn't steal anything from them. They were damaged by a fire, right? So, yeah, it ended up being, indeed, a corrupt situation, and there's, I'm thinking, thousands of cars involved in this, and apparently it actually burned some of the town down, too, and people lost their houses. So, for the sake of hiding this crime, they ended up doing... I don't know how, what weapon, whether they just literally started a fire, but that fire, the way it burned those cars. I don't know. I don't know the cause. I don't know the weapon, but I do know that it is definitely a weapon and not natural. And this government in Mendoza is very corrupt. And the other thing about this, you will not find anything on the internet about this. TikTok is the only reason we know anything about this. You search this in Google. You use all the terms you want in Google or DuckDuckGo or YouTube or whatever. You will not find anything. So they're actually better at scrubbing this. Probably it's not even so much that they have to put effort into scrubbing it as it is that it's just a place nobody, I guess maybe news doesn't get out from there much, so they know they can get away with it. I don't know. But I say we make this blow up and we make it clear that I don't care what country these elite are in, we're here. We're going to blow up your crimes and we're going to make sure you don't get away with them. And I don't know how, but we need to find a way. Definitely with the voices, definitely speaking up and make your videos. Everyone do like we did with Lahaina. Spread this like crazy and make sure they do not get to just walk down the street like nothing ever happened. It's not okay. So guys, let's get on this one. Blow it up. Make this viral. Peace out.
Está caliente todo. Esto está caliente. Ya ha perdido todo. No le queda nada.
San Augustine Beach caught fire and 40 families had to be evacuated. A fire of great magnitude occurred in the San Augustine Beach during the early hours of this Saturday when the gusts of Zonda wind, they were felt strongly in greater Mendoza. Around 40 families had to be evacuated. The column of smoke reached 400 meters according to the Civil Defense report. A call to the 911 line by the security personnel of a private neighborhood alerted about the fire on the east side of San Augustine Beach around 3 in the morning. The situation became critical due to strong gusts of Zonda wind that hit the area and seemed to be the cause of the fire. Notice the molten metal on the ground all throughout these videos. The melted rims, all the melted metal. Immediately, police personnel were mobilized to the scene, and the assistance of the Capitol Volunteer Fire Service was requested. Once at the scene, firefighters reported that the fire spread in Sector 40, which belongs to the Mendoza Police. The extent of the fire is estimated at approximately 150 by 150 meters. Due to challenging weather conditions, the changing gusts of Zonda wind, they requested additional resources including backhoes and more water support. It was coordinated with Civil Defense to provide the necessary assistance to the different firefighting units that are intervening in the situation. The road police personnel who are in San Augustine Beach reported that the flames reached property while the firefighters indicated that it was necessary to evacuate the Alto Mendoza neighborhood since the fire was approaching dangerously close to the area. The column of smoke reached approximately 400 meters high, and around 40 families were evacuated from nearby neighborhoods and to the Arena Aconcagua Stadium. The situation involves San Augustine Beach and the municipal beach with 2 active fire outbreaks. They referenced this Zonda wind, and you could read in the caption of one of those previous videos that it said you can still hear the wind, and they refer to it here as Zonda wind. I have identified the wind that is associated with these plasma fires. It is called ionic wind and electric wind. That will be discussed in a video that I upload either just before or just after this video. But these high winds are associated with all these fires, from Paradise to the Cleveland Flats fire to Boulder, Colorado to Hawaii, where this wind comes out of nowhere at the same time as the fire. Electric wind that comes along with the electric fire that I call plasma fire. And as usual, you can see the metal streaming down the road from all the melted rims. Just like in all of the previous incidences that I just noted. Boulder, Hawaii, Paradise. amongst others. Also notice throughout all of these videos that I just played that the trees are still standing. All the cars are completely burned. The trees in and around in between the cars still standing. Another classic indicator of plasma fire.